Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, The Scent Diaries. I'm Heather. Today we're going to be talking about body mist. This is going to be the third installment of my body mist collection. This is going to be my double, so the scents that I deemed worthy enough to buy a second of. Just to start out, we're going to talk about what I'm wearing on my lips today. I got this little set here from Amazon. It's a lip liner and liquid lipstick set. And it's Young Vision. I think, I don't think it says that, oh, it just says color number 1. So this was the lightest color they had. And I was really impressed with this. It was only like, $3 or $4. And I wore it for my last video and, did the video, went on about my day eating and drinking. And then I caught myself in the mirror later on and it was still there. And it's pretty transfer proof. Like I did the, kiss on the back of the hand test and nothing transferred. So for the price, I mean, you really can't beat it. I was like really impressed with these. I may go ahead and get like all of the other colors because I feel like I would look good with like a plummy, almost purpley sort of like fall color. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have this on top of it. It's the What the Fake plumping lip oil or lip gloss. And this was also on Amazon. I can't remember how much I paid for that. It was like maybe $6, $7 or something. So yeah, and it looks really good. I'm liking it a lot. Up until now, I've been just a lip gloss girly. Like I never really wore lipsticks much until very, very recently. I really struggle to find one that I like that doesn't dry my lips out because I have, I tend towards dry skin. But I just have recently fallen in love with them because I don't really like the shape of my lips. I have a really defined Cupid's bow, and I know what's in style now is like the rounded top lip. And I try to do it with the lip liner. I can't really do it just because my Cupid's bow is like so defined. So, but it does help, round it out a little bit. And then also, I have a larger top lip than I do a bottom lip. And it kind of makes me look like, and so with the lip liner, I can make my bottom lip look like fuller and really even out my lips that way. So yeah, I really just, fallen in love with lip liner, especially because you have so much control over the shape of your lips. All right, so I did have a couple that I missed from my last video that should have been in there that I just forgot. So we'll just do those real quick. The first one is Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj. And this is sort of a Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy scent. I am using this one just as a room spray because I do have the Ari fragrance mist, which is very similar to this, and I like that one better. And I feel like this is the first time this has ever happened to me, but I feel like this scent has kind of changed since I got it. Or maybe my nose has changed and it just hits me different. But there's something I don't like in it now. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it's not horrible or anything. It's just not something I would wear on my body. So yeah, I've just been using this as like a room, bedding kind of spray, that sort of thing. And I'm more than halfway done with it. So I'm sure that'll be gone and out of my collection before too long. Oh, and before I forget, I'm like dying right now. I've literally, okay, so I lost my wedding ring. Yeah. So when I filmed my last video, that was the day that I lost it. And because I went back and checked the video because I was like, I can't exactly remember when I had it last. But I'm pretty sure I had it on earlier today. So I went back and looked at the video and I did have my wedding ring on in that video, or engagement ring. That's a long story. We're not technically married by law. We're married in our eyes and in the eyes of God. We may actually, go through the legal process of it at some point. But there's some personal reasons why we haven't done that. But anyway, so, to me, we're married. I mean, to him, we're married. We call each other husband and wife. And it's not, in my opinion, and it's not like Abraham and Sarah were, having a wedding and going before the court. They, in those days, they just said, we're married now, and they started a life together, and God saw that as marriage. So yeah, I digress. So yeah, I've lost my ring. I'm so scared that it might have come off in the bath because I normally take it off when I get into the bathtub, because the way our drain is, there's nothing to catch it. If something goes down the drain, it's gone. Like, you're never getting it back. So I've known that, and I've taken my ring off before I get in the bath, just in case. And I don't know if it was already had fallen off my hand, and that's why I didn't think about it. But after I got out of the bath, I noticed it was gone. And so now I'm really scared that it slipped off my finger in the bath, and somehow I didn't notice, and that it went down the drain. I'm praying to God that that's not the case, and it will just show up in the house at some point. But I've had this ring for 5 years. He gave it to me in 2020, and I've never lost it like this. So this is really hard for me. He told me that he would replace it. He would get me a new one, you know, whatever I wanted. But it's got sentimental value to me. I don't want another one. I want that one. So yeah, and even if I got a new ring, I would still have wanted to save that one to like give to my daughter one day if I ever have one, or give to one of my son's wives. So yeah, it's been hard. You know, I try to just think it's just an item. It's just material things, but it's important to me, and it just really hurts that it's gone. So yeah, that's been a rough part of my week. But anyways, I don't want to divulge or, you know, digress too much into personal matters like that. So we'll move on. We do have a couple of body fantasies. These aren't doubles, but these are ones I forgot for the other videos. We have vanilla, just the plain vanilla. This one's good, but like, there's something a little boozy in it. A little bit almost cloying to me. So not my favorite vanilla. I know people swear by this one. They're like, it's straight vanilla extract, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, it's decent, you know, for a budget, it's great. But like, there is something, there's a note in it. There's some sort of, that I just don't love. I don't know how to explain it. I've noticed I'm not the biggest fan of body fantasies. That's just me, sorry. We have cotton candy. I actually really do like this one. It doesn't smell anything like cotton candy to me. To me, this smells like Kool-Aid. Like straight Kool-Aid. Yeah, it's Kool-Aid. I don't know what flavor, maybe grape or something. But I actually like it because it's so, you know, just summery and juicy and fruity. Yeah, I do like that one. But it's not what it claims to be. That's the only setback for that one. And then we have Cupcake Swirl. This is a very well-known one. This one is a super, like, nutty, gourmand, almost pumpkin-y. I actually do like this one. This one smells a lot like pumpkin cupcake from Bath & Body Works, in my opinion. It's very strong, though. If you don't like gourmands, you are not going to like that one. And then I have Vanilla Kiss. This one is nothing to write home about. It's a sweet, like fruity floral. It's not even really too vanillic. I mean, it's a nice pink girly kind of scent, but it's very light, you know, just nothing too exciting. Not bad, but and then I actually have a limited edition chai latte. So this one I ordered on Amazon. This one's okay. It's got a little bit of a, almost kind of, I hate to say it, it kind of has like a spoiled milk smell. But like not in a bad way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a thick, creamy milk chai. I mean, I like it. I like it. I know it sounds like I don't, but there is like a strange kind of milky, thick milkiness to it that I could see if somebody didn't like. But I like it. I don't know. I just do. It kind of smells like the chai latte. Is that what it's called? I think it's also called chai latte, the Dove body wash. So this would be good to pair with that. Yeah, it smells like a nice cinnamon fall chai. I like it. I really do. I take it back about the spoiled milk. It doesn't, spoiled milk is so gross. It's not what I mean. It's just kind of a strange milky note. But yeah, I actually do like that one. Limited edition. Glad I got my hands on that because they don't sell it like in the regular stores, at least that I know of. Take a drink. Still kind of frozen, but let's see here. Okay, so we're going to be getting into the Victoria's Secret and the Bath & Body Works doubles. And I'll explain, you know, a little bit about each one. Okay, so I've done a full video review off of these, so I'm not going to talk about these much. The Velvet Petals, I'm just about out of this one. Like, I literally have like one more use left. And then I have my new bottle. Nice gourmand, floral gourmand girly scent. Really like that one. One of my favorites, probably my favorite from the Victoria's Secret core line. And then we have, let's see, I'm trying to keep these somewhat together. I've got them kind of separated here from ones I don't want to mix them up. So these are the backups. These are the ones I'm using now. Okay. So I have two of the little glazed pumpkins that just came out. I really, really like this one. This is the one that I wanted to get my hands on the full size and I just couldn't. I mean, I could order it off their website, but I'm not going to pay for the shipping. It doesn't, why would they not fully stock it in the stores? Like, I feel like they do that on purpose. Like, they take some of the most popular scents, like they did with Wicked Vanilla Woods that everybody wants every year, and then they, like, either make them an online exclusive or they don't fully stock them in the stores to, like, prompt you to do an online purchase. So they get you in the store to get other things, notice it's not there, and then get you to do an online purchase too, because if they knew that these were selling out, why did they not restock them? Like, they could easily restock them. That's like they're engineering scarcity, which I just don't like. I find that dishonest. But yeah, if they do have another sale and it's not sold out, or I do an online order like for other things, not just that one item, then I will go ahead and get a full size. This is very similar to pumpkin pecan waffles, but like a little bit more tolerable, lighter, not as like polarizing as pumpkin pecan waffles can be. So yeah, there's that one. Let me try to keep it. So on the left, I'm going to put the ones I'm using, and on the right are the ones that are the backup. Let's see here. So, okay. So next up we have Covered in Roses. Covered in Roses. And as you can see, this was the original packaging that they released. And you can't really read the writing very well on the front or the back. And so they redid it when they re-released it again, Covered in Roses, and they did it in white. And it makes it much, much easier to read. I love this scent. You know, I said for so long that I was not a floral girl. I wasn't into rose. And I guess I was just like lying to myself or something, because I love rose. Like, I didn't realize, I guess I hadn't gotten my hands on some real good rose scents. And now that I have, I love rose. It's like my favorite floral. It's so pretty, so feminine, so girly. And this is a gourmand rose. Some people say it's straight roses. I don't think I don't think so. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied today. This to me is like a candied rose, like a truly like burnt sugar kind of rose. And then there, on the other spectrum, there's people who say it's too sweet. So everybody just has different noses, I guess. But this is one of my favorites. I mean, it's just, that's why I had to get two. I had one, and I mean, it's strong too. I put this on my outfit, you know, recently, and I was doing laundry, and the shirt that I had been wearing that I sprayed this on was still so strong of it. Like, as soon as I picked it up, I was like hit with it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, for this performs like a perfume, a straight perfume. And this is, if you don't know, this is a dupe for Delina, which is like a $300 perfume. And they say it's almost exact. It's like more exactive, Delina exclusive, like the sweeter version. But yeah, it is, I mean, just my hats off to Bath and Body Works. Like, this is top tier. Which, if you don't know, a lot of times the perfumers that make these scents for Bath and Body Works are the same perfumers who make the high-end designer niche fragrances. So that's why a lot of times they're very similar or just really good, because it's not like your, you know, average Joe down the street is just throwing some scents together. These are like very, very professional, like high-end perfumers that are making these same scents. So yeah, that one I cannot say enough good things about. It is just chef's kiss, absolute chef's kiss. Okay, so the next one we have here is Loyal to You. And you'll notice that several of these are everyday luxuries because if I could back up every single everyday luxury as I have, I would do it. But they released so many that like it would end up being too much. So yeah, this one's really good. This is like a lemony marshmallowy scent, similar to lemon ice lemon pound cake. But that one is more like straight dessert. This one's more like a perfumey kind of version. And it's just so good. I didn't think I liked lemon either. I thought like lemon would remind me of cleaners and stuff, which it only reminds you of cleaners because it smells good. So they put it in all the cleaners and it's a nice fresh scent, you know. It's not like it's inherently a cleaner scent. It's a citrus and they just use it in a lot of cleaners. And some people say they don't like it because of that lemon, but I love this. This is like a lemon tart, a lemon bar. It's so, I gotta smell it. It is so good. I just love it. It's so sweet. That marshmallow just comes through. You know me and marshmallow. That lemon it just makes it, I don't know. It's just so darn good. I can't tolerate it. Like it's too good. And I would get like 6 of these if I could. I'm not that kind of person. I don't back up more than once. I did, at one point I had like 3 Fireside Flurries. So the one I was using and then 2 backups of it. And you know, I just came to the realization that I'm never going to go through all of that for 1 cent. I was actually kind of a little bit getting tired of it anyway. So I just sold one of my backups that I had never used. And I just decided from then on, it doesn't matter how much I like the scent. There's no point in getting like 3, 4, 5. Some people getting 6, 7 of 1 scent because there's always new stuff coming out. Even if you love the scent till the cows come home, with a variety like this, unless you're a signature scent girly, then it's understandable. If that's your signature scent and that's what you wear, cool. But if you have a collection like me and you're wearing different things like on a daily basis, it just doesn't make sense to have so much of one. I mean, you would get through like 2, 3, and then they're going to release something that you like even better, and you're going to have to get 6 or 7 of those. If I did that for every scent that I like from Bath & Body Works, the whole house would be completely full. So, because, you know, there's not one that, if there was one that was like by far outdoes every other scent I've ever smelled from Bath & Body Works, like nothing can ever beat this, then yeah, I would do that. But there's so many. I have like it's hard to pick a top 10 because there's just so many from Bath & Body Works that I love. And I would not be able to afford or manage or store, you know, that many for every single kind of scent. Got a little milkshake here. This is actually left over from yesterday, so it's still a bit frozen. Okay. So let's see here. Next up, we are going to do 1,000 Wishes. This is the original packaging that I had. I don't know. I'm sure they've changed their packaging so many times. And then this is the updated one. This one I actually did not seek out to get a backup of. This second one came, like I had this one already. This second one came in a bundle that I bought. And, you know, I do like this scent. So, I just noticed that it's kind of coming, little sparkles are coming off there. That's not good. I don't like it when my packaging gets messed up. I'm very OCD. But yeah, I like this scent, so I was like, I'll just go ahead and keep it instead of like trying to sell it or give it away or whatever. This is actually one of the very few scents, like this doesn't happen for me. One of the very few scents that I actually enjoy the lotion or the body cream more than the mist. I don't know why. I think the body mist is just a little on the lighter side, a little more intimate. And the, you know, lotion just is so cozy and pretty, and I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, I do love the mist and I'm going to keep them. But this is one of the few that like, I genuinely just, because I think when I first started getting into Bath & Body Works, I had bought a lotion of, actually I think my mother-in-law bought it and she gave it to me. And I would, you know, put it on after the shower and I just fell in love with the way I smell. Even my husband was like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. And that's when I was first kind of getting into these. And so like, I was just blown away by the lotion. I've had it several times since then. I need to get a new one because I'm out right now. But yeah, this is a really good scent. This is like a girly, sparkling, like it says it's got pink Prosecco, sparkling kinks. I think that's how you say it. Crystal peonies, gilded amber, and amaretto cream. So it's like a, champagne-y almost, because that Prosecco and then that sparkling kinks got that sparkle champagne kind of note to it, but then the peonies and the amaretto creme just make it so sweet and girly, and then the amber gives it a little oomph. Yeah, it's so good. It's like just the prettiest girl scent, pink girl scent you could ever smell. I really do love this one. This is such a classic. They're like, it's part of their core line for a reason, because it's just really that good. And one thing that drives me nuts is when people say peonies. I mean, I'm sure I pronounce things wrong all the time, but like that's one that I actually like, it's peonies. And people are like, peonies. I'm like, that doesn't even sound pretty. Peonies. Peony sounds pretty. Peony sounds weird. I'm the last girl that should be like talking about what people pronounce correctly, because I say things wrong all the time. So don't mind me there. Okay, and then another we have a backup of is Pink Pineapple Sunrise. This is the one I've been using. This one's almost full. This one was actually in a bundle, so that's how I ended up with a backup, but I love this scent. Oh, it's so good. This is like a pink sugar. It's like a sugared pink pineapple. It's straightforward, simple, but so pretty, so summery, so juicy. This one is fantastic. I love this scent. This is like one of my all-time favorites, and I'm so excited that I have a backup for when I get through this. That one's just perfection. Such a girly summer scent. Okay. And then I also have berry waffle cone. This was also in a bundle. I get bundles all the time, like on Facebook and stuff. If I see like they have at least several that I'm like already wanting, then I'll go ahead and grab it. And sometimes I end up with extras. But this one, like when I saw that it had the berry waffle cone in the bundle, that's part of why I chose it, because I was, almost halfway through my original bottle, and I love this scent so, so, so much. I know they came back out with it, but I didn't end up with the new packaging. I got two of the same. I actually like this packaging better than the most recent one with like the ice cream cone on it. But this smells just like Captain Crunch berries. That's like, but it's so strong. Like, it is a powerhouse. This is one of the strongest scents that they've come out with. And it is just, and I love the packaging. Look how pink and how pretty. I just love it so much, with the little, like, it just smells like something you would wear to, a carnival, not a carnival, a like summer fair. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so sweet, so berry forward, so just smells like Captain Crunch berries with like extra sugar. I love that one. I love all of these, so I ended up with backups of them. If I didn't love them, and even if I got the backup in like a bundle, I would have like sold the backup. All right, let me move these so I have more room. Sorry, I know there's a lot of like downtime when I'm like drinking my drink in between. I don't know how to edit yet, like how to cut things out, so we're just gonna let it ride. Okay, and then next we have Fiji Sunshine Guavatini. This is another that I got from a bundle, and it's one of my favorite scents. Maybe my very favorite summer scent. I mean, just look at the packaging too. That is just everything. This is my favorite color. The like sunset, orange, bright. Seriously, my favorite color, like, of all time. Like, I feel like this color just looks good on me in the summer. Like, I try to get bathing suits and stuff that are this color. I love this scent. This is a very like guava, sweet. It says it's got sun-kissed guava, fresh orange, and seaside jasmine. So it's not sugary sweet. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so, so good. It's just, it brings me to a place that I can't even explain, like a tropical paradise. That's what it makes me think of. it's just, I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it, but I love this scent. It brings out some sort of nostalgia that I don't understand, like what it is exactly. It just, I don't know. It's put me in a great mood just smelling this. And the packaging is just everything. This makes me feel like everything's going to be okay. I don't know how to explain that. Like it sounds crazy, but it makes me feel like I found a secret island that, you know, like it's almost like a Garden of Eden and everything's going to be okay and I never have to worry about anything again. Like I know that's super specific and random, but like, I love that scent. I love that scent so much. Ksenia actually put me onto that scent. I don't normally, you know, take too much stock in her recommendations just because there's been things that she suggested, cannot talk, that just didn't work for me, or, you know, I just wasn't seeing the hype of. But there have been a lot of things, and that's one of them that she, you know, recommended, and I fell in love with, like, immediately. Okay, so let's see here. Next up, we have Your Cheeky, another of the everyday luxuries. This one is, I know I'm not reading the notes on all of them, but I'll do it on some. Some, like, these, like, it's not as obvious what it would smell like. I will try to, you know, give you the notes. Some of them are like berry waffle cone. It smells like a berry waffle cone. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need more than that. This is pink peppercorn, pink peppercorn, warm almond flour, and vanilla bean. This is like, somebody said it smells like a new car, and I can totally see that. I think it was Cami from Cami's Corner. She said it smells like a new car. And it kind of does, and she didn't like it, but I love it. This is like a sexy, just strong and independent woman. I don't know how to explain it. It's got like a depth to it. It's so good. It's kind of one of those you just have to smell it. But you know, I sprayed this one day, and my husband was like, "What did you spray?" And I was like, "One of my fragrances." He's like, "That." He's like, "That smells so good. Like, keep wearing that one because that one smells amazing." And he doesn't notice my scents. Like, he does not comment. I mean, like, occasionally he'll be like, "Oh, that smells good," you know, or "You smell nice," you know. But for him to like gab about it and be like, "That smells amazing," like, that does not happen. Like, he doesn't say things like that. So as soon as he said that, I was like, I'm getting a second. So that's why I got the backup, because I need the scent in my life. This is a man-eater scent, ladies. If you want your man to think you smell good. And I've heard that from multiple people that their husbands loved that scent. So yeah, that one is delicious. Okay, so let's see here. I just realized that I might be missing one. We'll get to that if we can. Some of them are kind of mixed up here. Okay, here we go. So this is Fireside Flurries. This was the original packaging. This is the updated packaging. Now, this is just gorgeous. I love this packaging so, so much. This is amazing. Yep. And then the new packaging is really pretty too, but it's not quite as, like, you know, awe-inspiring. It's got the like graded pink to white and then the snowflakes on there. I really like that. This was the first scent that it was a love at first sniff for me. I went into the store. This was when I first started collecting. This was actually like my second or third scent, like, of my collection completely. And I smelled it, and I got this and the lotion in it. And as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love that. It is a lavender, like a pink lavender marshmallow scent. And it's just good. It's just good. I'm not even that big on lavender, but oh, it's so good. This was the one that I had. Actually, I had two of these. And I sold the other one. And when I say that I was getting sick of it, I don't mean I would like get to a point where I ever don't like this scent, but I was wearing it out. I was wearing it so much that I was like, you know, I don't want to get to the point where I hate it, you know. And I know, like, I've had this since like, let me see, 2021, and I still have like maybe that much left in this bottle and then a whole nother bottle. Like it's gonna be years before I get through this because I have so many scents. I didn't need a third. Like I just didn't need it. I sold it, made a little money off of it. So yeah, that one's really good. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite winter scents. It smells, oh my gosh, I gotta smell it again. I love doing this. This is like my happy place. Sometimes I'll just go in my closet and I'll just start smelling all my fragrances. I'm sorry, I know this is going to be a long video. We're already at like 30 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have the best eyesight. I have like an eye condition. Can't remember what it's called. Refractal something or another. So if you notice my eyes are, yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm basically blind. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. And then we have, Vanilla Cafe. This was another like love at first sniff. The second I smelled it in the store, I was like, that's coming home with me. I need it in my life. This is a hazelnut like coffee latte kind of smell. And it is delicious. So as soon as the sale came on, because I used like a rewards for the first one. And then as soon as the sale came on, I went ahead and grabbed the second one because it's just that good. I may try to pick up the actual perfume in this, the little one. I don't think, do they have a big one? Yeah, I think they do, but they just charge too much they want like $60. And then when they do go on sale, it's just such a rush to try to find them. And I don't know, I just haven't gravitated towards their actual perfumes. And people like clear them out when they go on sale. So it's just not as, I don't know. I would get this. I would consider getting this in the perfume if it was on a really good deal. Because it's that good. And I do have it in the lotion as well, the body wash and the body butter, because it is the coffee scent that I've been begging for them to come out with, like begging. I'm trying to keep an organization here. Let's see here. Oh, and then we have a classic, not a classic, a very sought after scent, a famous scent, if you will, wrapped in vanilla. Yeah, this was a one-off. This, came once with, I think Cozy Evening and, Blush Cardigan, and then it never came back. And this was when I was somewhat first starting to collect. Let's see when these came out. Does it say? I can't even see that. 2022, I believe. And I don't know why, because I wasn't doing backups or anything like that. I didn't ever get two of a scent, but something in me told me you need two. You need to get two. And I rushed to the store specifically for this scent. My husband was holding me up. I was trying to go by myself, get out there, and he was like, no, let's all go. We'll go to the mall. And I'm like, it was that like one time they had like a $4.25 miss sale, which they don't do. It's always like $5.95. That's the only time I've ever seen that, where they had $4.25. They may have used to do that. I don't know, but so I knew things were going to be selling out, and I knew this was a hot ticket item that people wanted this. So I was like, if we're going, you'll have to get in the car now because we got to go because they're going to sell out. And he was like, no, they're not going to sell out. And I'm like, you don't get how Bath and Body Works operates. They like operate from a scarcity standpoint. Like they will sell out, and that fuels, more engagement. And then the resellers will come in there and clean it out if they know it's a scent that people like. And he was like, no, we got there. Guess how many there were left? Yes, 3. There was 3 of the body mist left. 3. And I was like, I beeline straight to it. I almost like had to swerve like around somebody because they were in my way. Yeah, I was like on a mission, and I grabbed 2 of them, and I wish I had grabbed the last one. I didn't want to be rude. I wanted to leave just at least one. Oh, I think my cat's out there. Oh, no, that's not my cat. There's a lot of strays that are out here for some reason. I don't know why. It's a thing. But yeah, I should have grabbed the 3rd one. I wanted to be nice and leave it, at least one for someone else, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm like kind of regretting it. I'm like, this is the one scent that I probably should have backed up twice because it's just that good. And this one I'm probably to like maybe about halfway through, and then I've got a backup that's full. I could sell these like as a resale, like on eBay or Mercari, for no joke. Like with this one being never used, I've never sprayed it. I could probably sell this one for like $45, and I paid like $4.25 for it. So yeah, and I don't know why they haven't brought this back. That they do that sometimes, where they keep bringing back scents we don't give a crap about. Like, how many times have they brought back cucumber melon, which I do like that scent. I don't have it in my collection right now, but I do like that scent. I do want to get it in my collection at some point. But like, how many times are they going to bring that back? They bring it back like multiple times in 1 year. And then they have like an all-time favorite that everybody wants, and they won't bring it back. Like, I don't get that. But, you know, it actually, if I was going to sell it, that would work out better for me, because if they did bring it back, it would be worth less. But yeah, this one is just a, it's a creamy, vanillic, not spicy. This one's got soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly creme. It's like a thick, almost marshmallow vanilla. It smells like you're wrapped up in like a warm blanket. Like, this one is so good. I wish I had like a lotion or something in this, some kind of, or a body butter. I don't do the creams because they expire way too darn quickly. But I wish I had like a body butter in this. That would be so good. That one is fantastic. I know this is going to be the longest video ever because I'm gushing about all of these, because these are my favorites. That's why I have multiples of them. So I have a lot to say about each one. But I'm going to try to go quick. I don't want this to be like 2 hours long. Okay, let's see here. Okay, next we have All Eyes on Her. This one I didn't intentionally back up. They sent me this one, and I had ordered it on the website. And like, literally, it wasn't leaking. There's no leakage. I checked that. No leakage at all. But it was like down, I have used it some, but it was like down to here. Like this, at least half an inch was like missing from the bottle. And I'm like, they have been getting worse and worse about that. Like, every time that's why I like going in person, because I can see how full they are. Like, fill it up. Like, lately, they've almost been like not even getting past, like, this one doesn't have that kind of label. But like, see how this one is like, it has a little bit missing. But like, it's above the label. You can see the liquid because it hasn't been used, right? Well, they've been releasing some that have not been used. It's not like they were, maybe they were returned. I don't know. But like, the liquid's not even above the label. You can't even see the liquid. It'll look like that when it's brand new. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. You're not going to send me one that's missing, that looks like you're trying to skimp every penny or something. Like, honestly, this is a little bit kind of ridiculous. It should be filled up all the way, but that's fine. If it's above the label, I'll let it slide. But when you're sending me ones that are below where the label is, I'm going to get mad. And that's how this one was. It doesn't have that kind of label, but if it had that kind of label, it would have been well below where the label was. And that's ridiculous. Like, stop penny pinching in that way. Like, what is that? Like, that's not even a cent probably worth of difference. I know it probably adds up if you like low ball each one or short each one just a little bit. Eventually you'll get to fill up another bottle of ones that would have been dispersed through the others, if that makes sense. But yeah, that just really makes me angry. So I saw how low it was and that it hadn't been leaking. So I'm like, they just did this in the factory. They just didn't fill it up all the way, which maybe it's like a production issue. I don't know. You know, it's not like I called them and was yelling at them, but I did call them. I'm like, hey, I got these miss, and you know, a couple of them look low, and I'm going to let that slide. It's whatever. But this one is exceptionally low. Like, I just don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair that it's so not filled up. And they sent me a second one, and they made sure this one was full. Like, that's what I want to see. See how full that is? That's what if I am paying for it and it's not been used, it needs to be that full. This first one was nowhere close to that. Nowhere close to that when it was completely full, when it was completely new. It was like to there. Maybe even lower. It's like to there. Like, noticeably so. So yeah, I called them. I was like, I hate to do this, but like, I don't think that's right. That like, you're sending, like, I could understand if it had leaked out, that's different. But like, it didn't leak out. You're just sending me some that are like super shorted. So yeah, they sent me a new one of that. So that's one reason you should go in person and actually check that, because you can get ones that are like way lower than the others. There's kind of like a not, you know, clear line where they all are. There are some that are significantly like, and I can test them and tell if they've been sprayed. If they spray immediately, they've been sprayed. If they sit there and take a moment, they haven't been sprayed. And so you'll assume those lower ones must have been sprayed a couple times, but no, like they'll have a couple seconds where they're not spraying, like they have not been sprayed. They just were never filled up correctly. But I know, I'm sorry, I'm ranting. It just makes me mad when they do things like that, like they're trying to like be slick about it. Let's see here. Okay, all right, so now we have Strawberry Flirt. This is a real nice one. I love this one. This is like a jammy, like almost gourmand strawberry. It's not like strawberry pound cake. It's much more like jammy, almost like a strawberry jelly, but like a sweetened strawberry jelly. And it does have a like almost a, because it's got cotton candy musk in it. It's not an overtly cotton candy scent, but it does have that like cotton candy sweetness to it that I just adore. This is a good one. There's not too much to say about it, but I really do enjoy this. That's why I got a double of it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, one of my favorites. They're all one of my favorites, but Raspberry Jam Donut. Yay, this is so good. I wish I would bring this back. This is another one that was a one-off. I actually, I don't think I was even, let me see, what year was this? It says 2021. You can tell because the first digit is 1. That means that's the year that it came out in. So if it starts with a 1, it either came out in 2011 or 2021, and it was not 2011. So yeah. This one, I guess I was shopping at that time, but I started later in 2021 after my son was born. So if this was released at the beginning of the year, then I wasn't shopping at that time because I didn't get this, directly from the store. This one I had ordered secondhand because I heard so many good things about it and they just weren't bringing it back out. So I got this one off of like eBay or Mercari. And then this one actually came from a bundle. Somebody was selling like a bundle for like $10 and this was in there. I was like, if they knew, like some of these people just don't know what they have. I'm like, if they understood that they could sell this for like $25, $30, I mean, they might have sprayed this one like once or twice because see, it looks a little low. This one like probably has been sprayed. I haven't tested it, but I can kind of smell the scent. So it probably has been. Even so, with it being this full, they could sell it for a pretty penny. And then they'll put it in a bundle for literally like $10. I'm like, they must just not care or not realize what they have because this is very sought after, very well known. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants this to come back. This smells like a raspberry jam donut. It smells exactly like what it says. You can smell the raspberry jam. You can smell the bakery notes from the actual donut. You can smell the powdered sugar. Fantastic, fantastic. People say the blueberry Santa one or whatever smells like this, but blueberry instead of raspberry. It's so good. I know that Bath and Body Works is coming out with a collab with Milk Bar, and people are saying there's a raspberry like pie scent that's coming out in that. Supposedly, allegedly, that's what everybody is saying. And I've been wondering, is that going to be like kind of a repackage of Raspberry Jam Donut? Because if so, I'm still going to get it. Like I know I have these two, but that's one that I could wear forever. It's just fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, they did their darn thing with this scent. Okay, so let's see here. And then we have Pink Obsessed. I love this one. Oh, I love this one. As you can see, this was the first packaging where they had the black writing, and then they brought it back with the little logo, the white writing and all. Yeah, this was one I had to back up. It's so good. It smells like Donna Born Aroma, which I haven't smelled, but people say it smells exactly like that. It's just a sexy jasmine-y vanilla. It's not overly sweet, like it's not overtly vanilla, but it's sweet. And it's just good. It smells like a girly, like rich girl scent. I don't know how to explain it. It's just fantastic. It says it has, I'm going to read the other one because the black writing, yeah, people can't read that. It has blushing jasmine, cashmere praline, and vanilla bourbon. I mean, enough said. That's all you need to know. It's good. I hope they, like, I know they brought like the mini perfumes out, and like every all the other day luxuries that came out in the new packaging, not the older ones, but the new packaging. And some of them even had full size perfumes, but I don't think they ever had a perfume in this one, not even a mini, which is doesn't make any sense to me. They did come out with a body cream in it, but I haven't gotten any of the body creams for the everyday luxuries. I would love to, but they didn't come out with any lotions. And I'm not doing the body creams. If it's gonna go bad in a year, I mean, I might get one here and there. I have a blueberry bundt cake body cream, and I have a marshmallow pumpkin latte body cream. And I just got those last year, and they're already starting to go bad, so I'm trying to rush through them, and I just don't like that. So if they would come out with lotions for the everyday luxuries, I would get all of them. But I guess they're saving me a little money by doing the creams. Or they need to change their formula so it lasts. You know, you can't please everybody. Some people are like, oh, this doesn't last. I'm not getting them because it doesn't have any shelf life. And then other people are like, oh, it doesn't have clean ingredients. I'm not getting it because it's not clean enough. So you just can't please everybody. But honestly, I'd rather it last longer than have clean ingredients. Clean ingredients, great and all, but like fragrances like that just don't last. That's why the Sol de Janeiro scents, they don't last very long, because they have cleaner ingredients than Bath & Body Works does, and they degrade a lot quicker. Okay, so next, we are almost done, guys. I know this is the longest video of your lives, but I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys are. This is Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. Yes, 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 yes. This is the older packaging I have, and then this is the updated packaging. This isn't the most recent packaging. This was from 2023. I think they did come out with it last year, but I already had this backup, so I didn't bother getting it again. Fun fact, this was actually my very first body mist from Bath & Body Works since I started collecting, like, as an adult. I think I maybe had a scent from them like once or twice when I was a teen or a preteen. Or maybe not. I don't even know. I know I've like had Cucumber Melon at some point, but I'm not even sure if that was Bath & Body Works name brand or if that was like an off-brand Cucumber Melon. Like I didn't have access to stuff like this. Like we'll get into that another video. After my mom died, I was severely neglected and abused. So yeah, I didn't have access to these things. My parents were not going to be taking me to get fragrance. So then that was completely unnecessary. That was a luxury. Like I was going to have to spend my own birthday money on that. Like it wasn't, you know, and I wasn't really asking for it just because I didn't have access to it. We didn't even have internet. Well, we did have internet. We had a computer in our main living room, but I was not allowed to use it. The only time I could ever use it was to like Google something real quick, and then I had to immediately get off. So yeah, even though my brothers had a TV in their room and like a gaming system hooked up to it. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I'll make a video more. I have made a couple videos about the way I was treated, but I have plenty more stories and, you know, dirty laundry to air on that front. But yeah, this was the first one after my son was born. I saw somebody selling this on Marketplace, and I had heard that not marshmallow, was it? Yeah, pumpkin. I heard that pumpkin and lavender were like two scents that men love. And you know, I'm married, so like I was like, ooh, my husband might like that. And I just love like fall scents, you know, and it was that time of year. So I was like, I'll go ahead and I'll try it, you know, and I got it, and that started my obsession. Yeah, I loved it from the minute I smelled it. And from then on, I wanted more scents. And you know, and ever since then it's just progressed into this. But yeah, this is the girl that started it all. She's the culprit. She's the one that made me fall in love with Bath & Body Works and get me started down the road of collecting. So yeah, and then I do have the backup, and I love the packaging on this one with the leaves. That's so fall coated. Oh, it's just beautiful. Very pretty. I wish I had gotten a backup of pumpkin pecan waffles when it was in this packaging. But I didn't, and now I'm kicking myself because I didn't bring it back. So, yeah, let me see. I'm running out of space. Put it down here. Okay, we only have 2 scents left. All right, we have Viva Vanilla. Again, with the black packaging and then the updated packaging here. This one wasn't a love at first sniff. It wasn't like a hate or anything. I just wasn't super like, oh my God, about it, you know. I was like, okay, it's good. It's a boozy, almost kind of smoky, like not smoky, but almost kind of smoky vanilla. It's got rich plum, glowing amber, addictive vanilla. So it's an ambery, a little bit boozy. I guess more ambery. That's really the word I was looking for. Not so much boozy. Ambery vanilla. That's like kind of deep and just unique. People say it smells like Billie Eilish or Sniff. I think the what is it called? Vanilla Vice. That's what it is. Yeah. People say it smells like that. I don't know. I haven't smelled those. But like the more I got to know this scent, the more I just fell in love with it. Like it's so, so good. And so when I saw that it was at the store, when they had that most recent sale, and that I was not into the new everyday luxuries they've released, all of those were just not for me. So I was like, okay, well then I'll go ahead and get a backup of this. And I'm so glad I did, because this is just a fantastic vanilla. I try not to back up vanillas most of the time just because they release so many and I get so many vanillas, but that's one that's pretty unique, and it's just perfect for this time of year, perfect for fall and winter. So I really can't wait to get some good use out of that. All right, last scent, guys. We're almost done. This is Pistachio Glaze. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This came out in like the second release. So they had already fixed the packaging. So I got this one. And then at the sale, when they had, I think it was the SAS sale, they had these. And so I went ahead and grabbed another one because this one's really good. This one also wasn't a love at first sniff. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get like acquainted with the scent and get to know it. But I love it now. It's such a warm, toasty pistachio. It's got pistachio creme, toasted vanilla, and sugar patchouli. A lot of people say they can't smell the patchouli at all, but I can. I can pick it up. But it's such a light, it's not like a heavy, dirty patchouli. It's like a, almost like a white patchouli. But it is so good. Oh my gosh, it's just fantastic. This is one that I really wanted the miniature perfume in, but I couldn't find it. It was completely sold out online and in store before I could get my hands on it. So that's a bummer. But I am excited to have 2 full sizes of the body mist. So that is amazing. This is such a good pistachio scent. This is like very gourmand, very nutty, just, it's top tier in my book. And it's not that it was bad at the beginning. It's just sometimes it's like my brain doesn't know how to process what I'm smelling immediately. So it's not that I don't like it when I first smell things. It's just like I don't know what I'm, like how to pick it up right. And then I'll wear it for a little while, and then within like a week I might be like, okay, well it's really not for me, or I might be like, I'm obsessed. So you can't always go off of your first instinct. I've had scents that I like loved immediately, like loved them. And then after a week or 2 of it, I'm like, I don't know what I saw in this. And then vice versa, I'll have scents that I'm like, okay, they're all right. And then I'll just start loving it out of nowhere. So yeah, sometimes it's like almost like your nose has to get like familiarized with it to really pick up all the subtle nuances and to like get more than just that initial reaction, if that makes sense. So we are finished with my backups. This is the last installment of the body mist. Next, I will be doing at some point, I don't know exactly when, I will be doing my perfume, my actual perfume collection, which is not that extensive. I don't collect a lot of the actual perfumes just because the price point just isn't there for me. You know, I'd rather spend like $5 on a bunch of like different scents than spend $50 on just one scent, if that makes sense. So I do have some perfumes and I love them. And I'm sure I'll always have perfumes. But I don't have I have like maybe 10, if you count the minis, I probably have like 12 to 15. I don't know. I'd have to count. So I definitely have more than the average bear, even of the actual perfumes. But it's just, you know, the price point isn't there for me. For someone who's like addicted to collecting, it would be a crazy amount of money to, you know, collect actual perfumes, unless I could like monetize YouTube or something and like, you know, have money come in that way to put towards that. But for my financial situation now, it's just like not in the cards. Like, you know, I could save up all the money I spend on these. Some people do that. They're like, why spend, you know, $100 over a span of time on body mist when you could save that $100 and put it towards a perfume? But if and if you just want that one perfume and you're good and you wear that until it's gone, and you don't feel the need to shop anymore, then that's great. But if you're somebody who gets like a dopamine kick every time they collect, then that doesn't really work for you. You need like more input, more things to buy, which means you either have to have a crazy amount of money to keep buying new perfumes every time they come out, or you have to, go to something that's a little more affordable in your price range. And a lot of these perform like perfumes, plus you get 8 ounces versus like 1 to 3 that you do with actual, eau de parfums. And it just scratches that need to collect for me. So yeah, and there's always something new to try. So yeah, body mists are just definitely my thing. But we will do the perfumes. We will do my like lotions and creams and stuff collection, which is not very extensive either. It's mostly just lotions, but I do have a couple of creams, couple of body butters, and I might throw in my body washes because I don't have a whole bunch of those. I don't, those scents don't last for me. That's more of like a luxury experience in the moment. Like while you're showering, it smells good, but it doesn't stick to the skin and you can't keep enjoying it. So I don't really, spend a lot of money on those. I do have a couple that I love, but it's not something that I don't collect, body lotions. Body washes. So yeah, we'll do the rest of those at some point. But I do have a couple other ideas for different types of videos. I do want to, continue on my scary story saga because I haven't told all of the crazy things that have happened to me in the haunted houses that I've lived in. This one's not haunted, but I have lived in 2, one particularly, but 2 that had paranormal things happen. And then we can also talk about, have more abuse stories about the way I was treated by my father and my stepmother in my teen years, from the ages of like 13 to, when I moved out. So I've got plenty more stories where that comes from, but that's kind of a hard topic for me. So I don't love doing those, but I feel like it's kind of therapeutic. It needs to be said. My experiences were never validated. A lot of my family, when you have a narc family, you would understand that's how they operate. No one in the family will validate you. So you start thinking, if I'm the only one who's saying that I was abused, who believes that I was abused, and everybody else is like, oh no, you were just dramatic and blah, 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 blah. It's like, so was I not abused then, and was I really dramatic? But that's how they operate. That's how a narcissistic family unit operates. The scapegoat gets the brunt of the abuse. They get the brunt of the bad vibes, the trauma dumping, all of the negative aspects, while the other children or whoever else in the family don't get that. They're on the sidelines of it, and they triangulate and isolate, and they don't want you to have shared experiences with your siblings, because if all the children were being abused, then they would be like, well, I'm obviously a piece of crap parent, then all of my kids hate me. But if they target one child, like I said, it's called scapegoating. If they target one child, then they can dump all of their negative emotions and all of their hatred and all of the blame off on that one child. And then the other children are traumatized into not saying it. Because for one, it would be directed at them if they ever pointed it out. But 2, they are also gaslit into thinking that it's not as bad as what it looks. They will watch you get your ass beat. They will watch you be grounded for months on end for things like you might have rolled your eyes or something. They will see you have things taken away from you for no reason. But because it's like a cognitive dissonance. They can't accept that their parent is a bad person. So even they start thinking, well, she just, or he or whoever just must be a bad child. They're the bad egg. That's why my parent is treating them this way, is because of them. It's not because the parent's bad, it's because of them. Because if my parent's bad, that puts me in danger. Because if my parent really is just a horrible person, what if this other sister or other brother leaves and then it's directed at me? That they can't accept that. They don't want to think about that. So they are numbed to what they're seeing happen to that one child, or they're even in cohorts almost with the parent in blaming everything on that one child. And then, so you get told that you're the difficult child. You get told that, you know, you were disrespectful or you were too difficult or whatever, when you really weren't. And the rest of the family starts to believe that. And it's only been recently that some of my family members have even admitted or even started to see that the way I was treated was not normal. And I was not bringing it on myself. It was not my fault. I was not a bad child. I was not a difficult child. I was a great child. I don't know what demented, it's crazy. Okay, I don't want to get too far into it, but yeah. So I have lots of stories about how I was treated and how it was just not validated, how it still hasn't really been validated. No one's ever apologized to me. It's pulling teeth to get anyone to admit that, you know, the way I was treated was completely out of pocket. So yeah, we'll go down that train. And then I also have a crazy neighbor video that I can make. I don't really like saying that because I still live next to them. And I'm like a little bit worried that they would see my videos and maybe realize. So if they ever do see that, I don't want to disrespect. That is not my intent. But there was just there's some things that went on that were just bizarre and way overbearing and borderline creepy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If they see it, they see it. I mean, that's what it is. If they, you know, like I've said with my parents, if you didn't want me to talk about it, if you didn't want people to know about it, then don't do it. Like, it's as simple as that. So yeah, I could definitely make a video about that. A lot of, you know, unannounced drop-ins, a lot of knocking on all my doors, even my back door, a lot of this at my windows, a lot of supposedly waiting by their window all day to see me outside, like, because I would stick my head out and like they would come running outside. Like, how did they even know? Like, yeah, so I've got a whole video I can make about that. But we'll just see. We'll see where the wind takes me. It's hard to make these videos just because, you know, I can't do this when my kids are home. For one, it's kind of awkward to like film in front of them. But two, they're very distracting. There would be no way I could focus on this when they're around. And I don't have a lot of time to myself to make these videos. So we'll just see. Hopefully I can do it sooner rather than later. But yeah. All right. So we're at the, knocking stuff over. We're at the hour mark. I don't want to keep y'all too long. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I'm really trying to like, I don't know, just build this channel up a little bit. I don't care about ever being monetized. That's not what I do it for. I do it for myself. But I would like to build a community of people that I can like relate to, because I don't really have that in my life. I don't have a lot of people that I'm super close to. So that's what I'm hoping to get out of this channel. But God bless. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.